Guys, I'm joined by Chris Martinez. We're going to take you through the storm and three significant developments, I think, today. Number one, the adjustment in the track, taking the storm potentially a little farther west. Number two, the forecast from the Hurricane Center calling for a Category 5 hurricane to make landfall in the Keys and a Category 4 to make a second landfall in southwestern Florida. And then tonight, perhaps one of the more interesting developments is the fact that the storm is still moving west and is getting extremely close, if not on top of, as you can see, the coast of Cuba. There's the eye of the storm. That eye, by the way, was 40 miles wide at one point today. By the way, the winds are still incredible, 155 miles per hour. And hurricane hunters were just in this area a moment ago, and they're reporting winds about 163. So if that all verifies, we could be dealing with a Category 5 hurricane once again. And in any event, it's very close. The winds are 155 to be a Category 5. It needs to be 156. So it's pretty close. But this may be the more interesting element to me right now, the fact that it continues moving west. And on that track, the center is going to move right over land. Now that's significant because to weaken the storm, and we all would love to have it weaken, a couple things need to happen. One, wind shear or cooler sea surface temperatures. That's unlikely. That's off the table. The only other factor that would weaken the storm is interaction with land. So if this eye in 2 or 3 hours is sitting right here, that would be awful for the people who live in these communities along the northern coast of Cuba. By the way, as you may know, Havana is much farther to the west. By the way, there's not many mountains here. This is a fairly low level area, close to sea level, but again, it's land. So if indeed it does find a way to spend some time over there, bad for them, but potentially good for us in the sense that maybe we won't have a Category 5 storm moving toward the Keys, and maybe it won't be a 4 by the time it gets closer to Florida's southwest coast. The bottom line is it is getting closer. As you can see, about 250 miles away right now. Let me look at, say, from the Treasure Coast. Let's pick Jensen Beach. From Jensen Beach right now, about 400 miles. And the storm itself continues to be huge. So even if it took that track that we've been talking about and it ends up on Florida's west coast, look how big it is. 433 miles, obviously 2 or 3 times bigger than the state of Florida. Here is the 8 o'clock advisory. Wind still incredibly high, 155. It's moving west at 12, and you can see the history of the storm. It's been moving west most of today. Again, if that continues, we may have some land interaction, and at this point, I think it's inevitable. Winds are 155, and the pressure did drop 1 millibar from the 5 o'clock advisory. Here's the official forecast now from the Hurricane Center. You can see they suggest right along the northern coast, and they said in their 5 o'clock advisory they did not think it would interact with land, but again, that may be changing. And based on the fact that they did not think it was going to interact with land, you can see they're predicting a 5 to make landfall late tomorrow night, early Sunday morning near the Keys. Now, if that happened, it would be only the 4th time in recorded history that a Category 5 hurricane hit the United States. The first, the Keys, back in 1935. The second, Camille, in 1969, which hit Biloxi and Pass Christian, Mississippi. And number 3, Hurricane Andrew. This would be the 4th. After moving across the Keys, the forecast calls for a Category 4 storm with sustained winds of 145 miles per hour, making landfall on Florida's west coast. Then at that point, beginning a slow movement up Florida's west coast and ending, as you can see, by Monday in the afternoon, downgraded to a tropical storm, then continuing its movement through parts of the deep south, a big rainmaker for that part of the world. The intensity forecast, that's always tough, and our computer models continue to suggest that until landfall on Sunday, this will be a 5 or a 4. You can see the 4 threshold right here. Most of the models want to keep it a good 4 3/4, a 5 if you will. And again, that's the official forecast from the Hurricane Center, does indeed suggest a Category 5 hurricane at landfall. The computer models have been shifting farther west today, and here's the latest spaghetti plot. The new spaghetti plot is running as we speak, but this has been a significant trend, and we're guessing it's because the high pressure system, which has been kind of driving the storm for the past several days, continue to the models continue to think it's fairly strong, and because of that, they think it will continue moving west before finally turning off to the northwest. So around here, let's talk about some of the wind speeds. This is a look at what we expect in the coming days. Easterly winds 33 mile per hour sustained. You can see the timestamp at the top of the screen. We'll go through it, and this will give you an idea of what kind of winds and what wind direction. So at this point in West Palm Beach, southeasterly winds almost hurricane force. Hurricane force again 74 miles an hour. Tropical storm force 39 miles per hour. Again, these are sustained winds, not wind gusts. This is just to give you a sense of what to expect as we head through tomorrow night and into Sunday. Sunday, of course, would be the big day, with the weather really going downhill quickly tomorrow, especially as we head toward tomorrow night. Power outages with all that wind beginning tomorrow, the rain squalls, they seem inevitable, and some of them will be severe. Florida Power and Light estimating millions of people may lose power, and it may be quite some time before that power comes back. So again, the headlines: forecasters calling for the storm to be a 5 when it makes landfall near Key West, then a second landfall as a 4 on Florida's southwest coast, the track a little bit farther west, and watching for the next few hours to see if we get some significant land interaction as Irma's core gets closer to the north coast of Cuba. All right, that's a little bit. Let's continue now. Meteorologist Chris Martinez, he's got more. The sea surface temperatures are pretty toasty, aren't they, Chris?
We could talk for hours, right, Mike, on this stuff. We got a lot to talk about, and you can see sea surface temperatures are plenty hot. 89 degrees as it approaches the Keys right now, and will continue to be right around that area. So we're looking for whatever happens. If it bumps into Cuba and weakens just a little bit, it's got to go north, right? So we're looking for re-strengthening because of that water temperature. It's just so warm. So local impacts in through county by county. First, we're going to start with Palm Beach County. You can see Saturday night, Sunday, Palm Beach County, we could be talking about 70 to 90 mile per hour sustained winds, gusts to 110, storm surge 5 to 10 feet, and also 8 to 12 inches of rain possible across Palm Beach County. Then as we get into Martin County, Stewart, Hobe Sound, Indiantown, your wind speeds could be 50 to 70 on the sustained side, gusts up to around 110. Storm surge right along the coast, especially from Jensen back towards Hobe Sound, right off the coast of View. We could see 3 to 6 feet of storm surge before this is all said and done, and 8 to 12 inches of rain, your average guesstimate as far as rainfall is concerned. St. Lucie County, Fort Pierce, Port St. Lucie, Lakewood Park, and points out towards the west. Wind speeds 50 to 70, gust up to 100. Storm surge right off the immediate coast, 3 to 6 feet, and rainfall totals again on average 8 to 12 inches over the next few days. Indian River County, pretty much the same. Winds 50 to 70, gust 85 to 100. Storm surge 3 to 6 feet out there, 8 to 12 inches of rainfall through Tuesday. And then as we check in on our friends towards Okeechobee County, winds 70 to 85. Again, you'll be closer towards the center, gust up to 100 possible. Tornadoes, definitely a threat starting tomorrow, and rainfall totals 8 to 12 inches. So again, don't focus on the track just because it's shifted towards the west. Everyone in South Florida and the Treasure Coast will see an impact of Irma as we go through the next 24 to 36 hours. Flea and Tip.